A new advisory published by an advocacy group, Fairplay, has found that toys embedded with artificial intelligence chatbots undermine children's healthy development and pose unprecedented risks. Joining us now to discuss this is Donna Rice Hughes, President and CEO of the non-partisan and non-profit organization Enough is Enough, that aims to make the internet safer for children and families. Donna, thank you for joining us. Donna, what is this message giving to parents who are looking for gifts for their children for the upcoming holiday season?
Well, first of all, Enough is Enough did join Fairplay, as did hundreds of other organizations. And the reason that chatbots that AI toys are not safe at this point is because they are embedded and empowered by these chatbots that have already been shown through research and actual cases to be unsafe. Why? Because they're designed, they're programmed to mirror a child's reactions, to be that trusted friend, but they're an algorithm. Some of the chatbots have been found to be having sexual explicit conversations with children. There's a wrongful death suit out there right now against ChatGPT with a boy, Adam Rain, who committed suicide because the ChatGPT bot actually began to become his suicide coach and actually encouraged him to keep his thoughts about suicide from his parents. So the research is there, the data is there, and the problem is with these toy companies now, they're hopping onto the AI game, if you will, and marketing some of these toys as safe for kids as young as 2 years old, but they are not safe at this point, as AI is not safe at this point because the proper guardrails have not been put there. Right. And I'm so glad that we're having this conversation because, right. Just imagine every parent and grandparent knows how a kid relates to a toy or a doll
Absolutely.
or a teddy bear. Now you've got these toys and teddy bears that can actually speak to these kids and be their best friend. And we know that 1 in 3 kids that were interviewed, not on AI toys, but AI companions, which uses the same technology, prefer the AI companion over a real person.
It's frightening. That's frightening. There's so much to unpack here, Donna. First of all, explicit conversations, suicide coach. Is it a lack of regulation here, or what do you put it down to?
Well, there's a couple of things. Yes, there is a lack of regulation. This has always been the case with digital technologies, and that, regulators and Congress are playing catch up for, the bad guys in businesses in big tech jumping out there with new products to compete without testing them and making sure that they're safe first. So what we're trying to do, and working with Congress, by the way, on this, is to try to get those guardrails on these technologies, and AI is it's out of the box right now. In fact, there was a teddy bear in India, Kuma is the name of this teddy bear, that was just pulled from the market because it was found to be having sexual conversations with a child. But there's some other information too. If you think of AI or an AI toy, there are also data collection centers. So they're little spies. They can take information from your child, they're collecting that, and any other type of private information that child might share, and collect it and use it and share it. And that's another really serious danger point.
You brought up this issue of companionship. I'm not sure if you saw, but back in September, the FTC opened an investigation into AI products that were acting as companions. In terms of the developmental age of young children, do you see any educational benefits of giving your child an AI toy?
No, I really don't, not at this point. And to be perfectly honest, there are wonderful companies that are safe, or products that are safe and educational. They're designed with age appropriateness in place to actually encourage innovation, encourage creative play, encourage that developing mind, that developing brain of that child. AI chatbots are not designed to do that. And they can be sitting in a cute little teddy bear or a Barbie doll. That's not happened yet, and I hope it doesn't, Mattel. But that's not encouraging anything that we would want a child to to really fall into. In fact, they're preying on a child's vulnerabilities, if you will, and they're programmed to do that.
It's frightening. This new advisory, Donna, it says that AI chatbots drive the conversation and play through prompts, preloaded scripts, and predictable interactions. How much does this fall short for children in comparison to, say, having an interaction with family members or friends?
Well, I mean, human beings have a real brain. And we have brains and we have emotions. And I know any parent and grandparent, they want trusted people around their child. That's why we check out references for nannies and babysitters and school teachers and everyone else. So now with these AI chatbots, they're really just technology, right? And so they cannot possibly mimic real friendship. And that's another danger, if you will, because we're finding that because these algorithms are programmed to mirror this child and to pat that child on the back and not talk about conflict and not have any kind of boundaries with that child, a child can naturally gravitate towards an algorithm sitting inside a teddy bear as opposed to a mom or a dad or a grandmother saying, no, we can't do that right now.
It's frightening. Again, so much to unpack. You mentioned data collection. I think anybody with kids who've been in this situation where you're out in public and the kid says something that you probably wish they didn't say outside of the home. So we know that AI can gather sensitive information from within the family home. How concerned should we be about the aspect of privacy and data collection? And what do you think is going to come of this?
Well, I hope that Congress is going to seriously regulate this. There's a couple of pieces of legislation right now that's just started and it's been introduced in the Senate. One is to treat these AI products, not just the toys, as products, so that when things bad do happen, there's liability. So there's product liability. So that's a good thing. Another piece of that, now that's just still sitting in the Senate, all right? There's another law or bill that's being talked about, and it's been introduced, that will actually require these chatbots and AI companions to age verify. Now, here's what's so ironic about that. We're recommending the child safety movement, online safety movement. Don't let your kids under 18 use any of these AI products without direct supervision and understanding the dangers. Okay, so it's just, we're not there yet. We're just not there yet. And there's so many other great toys that parents and grandparents can give kids. And, think about toys that do encourage creative play and also rethink tech toys, for instance. A lot of the tech toys and the tech gadgets that kids want for Christmas, are not necessarily safe. So you can get, a parent or grandparent can get their 10-year-old a safe phone that you can use to call them and they can call their friends and you and everything else, but it's not internet connected. And Roblox, I always thought, I'm a grandparent, I've got 2 grandsons who love Roblox. Well, they have 35 lawsuits against them right now. Yeah. And so it's scary, and I think that we don't want to frighten parents and frighten kids, but there are alternatives that we know and are proven to be safe. And so we would encourage you to think about that before you ever consider even getting tech right now, especially for your younger kids. Right. And AI toys are a complete no, not yet.
Donna, I've got 30 seconds for any parents, grandparents, aunt, uncles, anybody buying presents for kids this week. How do you recognize which toys have this AI built into them? Again, I've got about 30 seconds.
Well, they should have some type of a label that says that they're AI empowered. And if you have a question about it, then just either Google it if you're shopping online, or ask the store that you're at and read the fine print. All right, they will usually be marketed as a way to, as a companion for your child, and just they're not. They're technology, and that's the way it is, and it's not safe right now.
Incredible and frightening. Donna Rice Hughes, thank you. Talk soon.
Thank you.